About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. Fielded in the end zone. It's Gibbs. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. First down here for the offense. Quick handoff. On the move at the 30. Really nice run there. Good, solid pickup, and they'll move the sticks for the first down.
I'll tell you what, when those little guys make those physical plays like that, it kind of jacks everybody up in the huddle because it's usually the guy breaking ankles, but he's like breaking tackles. Now he's giving you some serious energy.
They gave themselves room to operate with that first play. Now first down from the 37. They'll ride the hot hand. Brings him down at the 48. It's a gain of 15 and a first down.
You know, they pride themselves on being physical at the point of attack, dominating at the line of scrimmage. Nice job there picking up the first down.
Off the play fake on first down to throw. With the catch, it's Stokes. Put it right on him. Sweet play, good pickup, and they'll move the chains with the first down.
And that's why if you're the offensive coordinator, you've got to find as many ways as possible to get this guy going. Just get him the ball close to the line of scrimmage. Doesn't need to be a throw deep down the field. He's so dynamic when he has the ball in his hands. You saw it right there.
To the air, it's Gray. Shoots it to the left. It's caught downfield. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense.
Yeah, when you get that man coverage, most people are taught to have inside leverage. So that out route's there if your QB can put some air on it and throw it outside of the guy. But tight coverage, but a really nice throw on that out route.
Here it is trying to bash it forward. He got a couple. It's down at the 11.
And these defensive tackles just eat people. They swallow human beings when you get near them. They're so big, so strong. When those guys, those running backs come in, they just need a mitt. They put one mitt on a running back, and he usually falls to the ground just because of their shit.
And he's got it! Touchdown, UCF!
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing it because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now in the game.
And they pick up the extra point. Kicker knocked it right down the middle. All tied up and just about set to kick it away. The ball squirts through the end zone. That'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. Iowa State has the ball back. The Cyclones ready to go on offense. And David, how they would love to stick it in the end zone one more time after that last drive.
And once you get the...
Oh, what a grab by the defense. Got some room to run. At the 30. The 10. And he's out of bounds at the 1-yard line. A mere 3 feet from a pick six. And they were most fortunate to catch up to him there. He almost turned that into a pick six.
Man, and he had a convoy, too. As soon as he had the ball, he just looked around him. There was just a lot of open green, and he took off. Great job by his...
And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Knights! Offense did exactly what it's supposed to do with a start like that one.
When you're set up with that field position, you're thinking touchdowns. You're not thinking field goals. It's exactly what the offense does. Takes advantage of great field position.
Now they'll they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Liberty is trailing right now, but I'm not ready to say this team is out of it. Not after the way this group has rallied around that coach. It really has been something to see. They're trailing by just 4 to New Mexico State. We've got our eye on things here and everything else going on right now, and any updates you'll see in here, guys.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Iowa State sending the offense back out. Well, let's see if this drive goes better than the last one. They were in and out quickly after the quick pick, David.
Yeah, first play, big mistake, man. Now, let's get this offense in a little bit of a rhythm. Maybe before you open it up again, Palmer, or do you trust him right away?
He seems to me like the guy maybe that just needs to kind of get into the flow of the game. So maybe you get the running game going here and just give him some easy looks to let him get lathered up.
Right back to the well. Get him on the ground after a 4-yard run out to the 31.
Let him bust for a long one. Now, third down becomes very manageable. It's not third and eternity. Now the whole playbook, short passing game, long passing game, all of it's available.
Big third down coming from their own 31. Defense tries to get off the field. From the gun, wants to pass. Quickly to the tight end. There to make the tackle, but the big throw is good enough to give them a first down.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown, but that was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on third down. Awesome job by the quarterback getting through his progression.
The Cyclones come to the line with a fresh set of downs. On his feet at the 40. He's brought down, but not before they pick up the big first down. Heading in the opposite directions now as we crank it up in the second.
UCF 14, Iowa State 7.
First down to start the drive after the break. He's going to pass. It's complete. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
And that's kind of a lot of today's running game, right? Spit the ball out quick, get it to your playmakers in space, get positive yards. It's instead of running the ball a couple yards up the middle, now you just spit it out wide, and a lot of times if you break a few tackles, it could be even bigger.
That last completion sets him up on second down. Pre-snap motion, quarterback trying to get a read. Nice, solid form tackle from this sophomore. They're looking at a third down and short from the 33. Here's the snap, looking to throw. The short hands, it's Larson. And they gave him no chance to get loose, and they force a fourth down.
Man, and that's just making it way too easy on the defense. They're laughing at that short. They're like, really? Okay, we'll just make an easy tackle and jog our punt return team out on the field. We're going to make it that easy for us.
On fourth down, he'll try to toss it. Makes a grab enough for the first. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup.
That's a great example of the receiver knowing exactly where the first down marker is. He got the depth he needed to get, so once he was able to make the catch, he already knew he had it. Now a fresh set of downs.
Down to the 18-yard line, it's 1st and 10. From the red zone, looking for a space. Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he sprints to the end zone. Touchdown, Iowa State. Well, that didn't necessarily go as planned, but it was most effective in the end.
I love it, Reese. Down in the red zone, this quarterback didn't have anybody open. Didn't panic. He just decided, man, I'm going to go do this myself. I'm going to use my wheels and put up 6 on the board. He did just that.
And we're all square as he's set to kick it away. He'll bring it out. It's Gibbs. Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. The UCF offense back on the field, ready to go to work. The way this game started, you feel as if you have to score a touchdown every time you have it, and now we'll see if they can fires into traffic, intercepted. And it's going to be a pick 6. Touchdown, Cyclones! The DB saw it. He thought, don't drop it, don't drop it. Then thought, don't get caught, and he didn't. The pick 6.
Hey, these guys can play offense, too. Now, look at this. I showed you I can be a wide receiver. Coach might split him out at wide receiver next week after making that big play. But defense, great job making the interception. And you're right, doing something with it. Don't just slide down. Don't be content. Take that thing all the way back, brother.
And they thought about a return, then thought better of it. They'll bring it out to the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. The give to the back. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
Loses 2. Second down coming up.
After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Wide receiver coming across in motion. Looking to throw, it's Gray. Makes the grab on the left. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down.
Running backs are wide receivers. They do such a great job nowadays out of the backfield. All you got to do, dump it to him. Get it to him quick, and he'll make the rest happen with his running back skills. But they do so much work with wide receivers in practice that they basically have become wide receivers.
Looking left. Fires into traffic. It's picked off. Didn't really get a chance to get started on that return, but he has set him up at the 41-yard line.
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
Iowa State has the ball back. The Cyclones ready to go on offense. That last drive really productive. David wound up with a touchdown. They'll try to do it again.
Yeah, so I don't expect this offense to change too much, Reese. They had a great drive. They got the touchdown. Everything working. I would expect them to keep pushing this ball downhill.
And just imagine if they could put another touchdown on the board right here. They could capture so much momentum in this game with back-to-back TDs.
They'll line up for a second down play. He's looking to throw. Going for it all. Ball into the end zone, and it's intercepted. Takes it the other way. And a big return after the INT sets up the offense for this possession.
And we know turnover margin is a huge part of winning ball games. Interception number 2. His quarterback has to do a better job taking care of the football. Don't force it. Take the high completion percentage stuff. Don't always try to go for the big play.
Makes the tackle at the 32, but they were backed up inside their 20, and they pick up 15.
This is an offense that really sees their identity as being able to run the football. Nice job there picking up the first down.
Okay, ready?
They'll snap this one from the 32. It's first down. They're getting this guy lathered up. Slams ahead for a yard out to the 33.
And sticking to the run. I'll tell you what, a lot of teams that are really good are really stubborn, and they continue to run the football even with little success. So this offense is going to continue to focus on running the football, you can tell.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Leaves it with the back. Finding a way to put that foot in the ground and get it up to the 37-yard line. Now on 3rd down after that run. Defense trying to keep this offense from getting a line on who to block. Looking to the big tight end. And they can't complete the bullet pass on 3rd down. The Knights moving quickly to the line. Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play called and everyone on the same page here. The punt team makes its way onto the field. They'll have to punt for the first time this afternoon. And nobody able to handle that punt. They'll let it bounce and roll out of bounds. Iowa State sending the offense back out. Mistakes are going to happen, as they did on that last drive. Now, how will they respond, Jesse?
And this is the kind of guy who's going to take full accountability. That was my bad. That's on me. I'm about to lead this offense now down the field and score some points.
Dang, Palmer, I wish I would have played with you. I didn't play with many quarterbacks that were just like, yeah, my bad. Hey, guys, I got this. Sorry about that. It was more, you should have ran a better route.
2nd down here, and maybe they've got time to get one more snap off before the 2-minute warning. Finds his way ahead for 6 and a little breathing room to the 17. It's the 2-minute warning, and we'll see if the offense can tack a little something extra on their lead before the break. Now facing 3rd and short from their own 17. From the gun, wants to pass. It's complete on the right side. Makes the grab, and it's enough for the first down before he's dragged to the ground.
Defense is about feeling out the offense and what they like to do. What are they going to do in 3rd and short, 3rd and medium, 3rd and long? So far, the offense is winning. Defense is going to need to make some adjustments.
And the Cyclones will line it up on 1st and 10. From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back. Solid fundamentals on that tackle from this freshman.
You know, runs like this oftentimes are like a boxer in a boxing match. Obviously, it's not a knockout punch, but these are body blows. And as the game goes on, these small gains are going to turn into longer runs.
Got 3 on first down. It's 2nd and 7. He's looking to throw. Using his feet to buy time. Takes a hit as he fires. Picked off. Got room on the return. He's at the 10. And he's going to take it all the way. Touchdown, UCF! This time it's the defense finding ways to put points on the board.
There is nothing better than being a defender. Seeing that ball in the end zone. Eyes get big as saucers. Go jump on that puppy, secure it, get you a touchdown.
Well, you could draw a line in the middle and he would have hit that thing. And that extra point leaves us deadlocked here in the second. After that latest answer tied things up, just about set to kick it away again. That ball skips through the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 25-yard line. Iowa State has the ball back. The Cyclones ready to go on offense. Well, the good news is they threw a touchdown pass last time. It was just to the wrong team, Jesse.
Well, that's an unfortunate part of the game for quarterbacks, but guess what? They do happen, so you've got to be able to turn the page here and lead this offense.
Well, I think you know this defense is going to be aggressive. They're going to jump routes. They're going to play aggressive. You got to take advantage of that. Maybe use that this time to your advantage.
After the incompletion, it's 2nd and 10 from their own 25. The option looks. He'll toss it. Maybe a 3-yard pickup there. 3rd and long coming up. If they can convert here, that type of play can really give you a shot of momentum. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Here he goes breaking the pocket. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Well, man, this quarterback is fast. You saw that on his ability to scramble around, but he wasn't fast enough to outrun that hit. And it was the hit that caused the incompletion.
Gets the first one of the day off and hoping he's not as busy as he was in that loss last week when he kicked it 4 times. Really good job by the coverage team to make the stop, and that's where they'll put it in play. Now the UCF offense ready to go back to work. That last drive fizzled out, Jesse. They had to punt it.
Yeah, they did. And, David, they're just going to have to do a better job this time around erasing the mental mistakes.
And just trying to solve the defensive riddle, understanding what they're trying to do to you and attack them.
The defense uses their 2nd timeout of the half as they try to get their act together. After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Give to the single back. He has an extensive juke library, and he exhausted it and still didn't pick up much. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. Now facing a 3rd and long. To the air, it's Gray. They get to him as he throws. And it's picked off for the 3rd time today. After making the interception, he took it all the way back and sets up his offense at the 17-yard line.
QBs have to understand, when I'm throwing against zones, I got to manipulate guys with my eyes. I might have to look one direction to create an opening to throw that ball or zip that ball in. I got to use touch. It's really hard when all eyes are on me, and you could tell the quarterback was not ready and did not make a good throw.
Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. He got it. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Iowa State.
And I just love the execution by this offense. Late in the half, man, you want to take the lead. You want to get that momentum on your side, and they do it. They finish it with the passing game. I'll tell you what, keep that passing game up. You can keep this lead, keep the momentum, and keep putting up numbers.
UCF 21.
He'll start the return inside his 5. They make the stop, and that is the end of the 1st half. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Iowa State 28, UCF 21.
The Cyclones will kick it off to start the second half. Coming out with it, it's Gibbs. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. UCF has it once again. What do you think about that? A big reason they find themselves trailing to start the second half, those 2 turnovers in the first.
Yeah, and I think coaches will tell you the number one thing that you got to make sure you do is take care of the football. You want to create explosives, you want to put up a bunch of yards, but step one, Jesse, taking care of the football.
It just goes to show you how critical those mistakes are. Only 2 plays. That's really what separates this team from potentially having the lead. If they clean up the errors, they've got a chance to win this game.
They'll give it to the back. The Knights get enough for the first down.
This is a guy that can find you the hidden yardage. That play, he just pushes the pile to get that first down.
Offense has it at the 28 on first down. Single back formation, and they give it to it. He picks up maybe a couple before he stopped right at the 30-yard line.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. To the air, it's Gray. Feeling some heat. And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18.
That defender is a matchup nightmare for any offensive lineman to block. He's got athleticism, he's got length, he's got flexibility. He put it all on display on that sack.
This defense has kept them backed up. Now 1 more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's 4th down.
3rd and long situations are really hard to convert. The defense knows it's going to be passed. The pass rushers are getting upfield. You're under pressure, and you don't have timing. And as a result now, 4th down.
4th down, and the punt team sends it the other way. Coverage team able to put a stop to that return at the 42-yard line. Iowa State sending the offense back out. Jesse looking to take it down the field for back-to-back touchdowns.
I think it's really important for them moving forward, too, to have a lot of balance, right? You want to be able to keep this defense guessing, Pollock.
Yeah, and you got me searching for answers after that last drive. You stack another drive on top of this, their defense's heads are going to be spinning all over the place.
First down for this offense. A run up the middle is stuck for no gain.
No gain on the play. Second down coming up.
Let's see what they've got on second down. He's looking to throw. Starting to feel a little pressure. The freshman able to get home with the sack. And he is going to lose yardage. Nowhere to run as he is forced out of bounds.
I think going into halftime trailing, this defense knew that they were going to have to start start making plays here in the second half. And early in the third quarter here on this drive, they get a sack. That is really good news for this defense.
This is a 3rd and long. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. Blasted as he lets it go. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete, and 4th down's coming. And the Cyclones send out the punt unit. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. Looking for a block. It's Gibbs. He's brought down, but a really solid effort to pick up every bit of yardage he could on the punt return. The UCF offense back on the field, ready to go to work. They hope to be able to cash in on this drive, David, after having to punt it last time.
Yeah, and I think this offense needs to start it with the first play. You need to be successful and productive on that first play, and it gets you in less predictable situations.
No doubt, too. Don't you just feel like there's a little bit more sense of urgency on this drive? It just feels like they've got to be able to put some points up on the board here.
Power football with the run. At the 35, he's got room. And he's running in the open. And he got away from the defense and takes it in. Touchdown, Knights!
You know, this offense knew coming into the season it was so important for this guy to stay healthy. They needed him week in, week out because he plays at such a high level, and he's showing it here. That last carry was his 10th rushing touchdown of the season.
And the extra point was good, no incident there, and we are tied up in the 3rd. Only took 2 plays to find the end zone on that drive, and gashing them on the touchdown run finished it off. All tied up and just about set to kick it away. The ball bounces through the end zone, and it will be a touchback. Iowa State has the ball back. The Cyclones ready to go on offense. Boy, 3 and out last time, David. They'd like to be more productive this time around.
Yeah, in the last drive, nothing really clicked. No rhythm, got off the field really quickly. They need to put something together here.
Yeah, David, bad execution on that last drive. So they got to take a collective breath and start playing like a unit on this drive.
Now on 2nd down. He's looking to throw. He's going to run it. Still running at the 40. He's run out of bounds, but not before turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a 1st down.
It's going to be tough on this defense containing this guy because he's got that 6th sense to get outside the pocket, and at that point, he's throwing it and hurting you, or you can take off and run. That time able to get the 1st down. Big challenge for the defense moving forward.
And you can forget running in the middle against this defense.
No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd down.
Got a good one going here. All tied up in the 3rd. It's 2nd and 10. Some early movement along the offensive line, and they'll walk it back. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Line getting set on 2nd down. On the option. Now the pitch. At midfield, he's got room. And a big play there on the option. The pitch was executed perfectly.
Man, that's excellent blocking there on the left side of the line. They were able to get great push, get off the line, create a little bit of crease for that running back.
They just created a wall. He had all kinds of room to run.
I might go back to that one and call that one again. It worked so well.
Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a 1st down.
Well, I know the tight end did some good things after the catch, but got to give the quarterback credit, too, for the location of the throw. Because he put it out in front of his big man, he was able to make the catch and accelerate, creating some distance there between him and the defense.
Unleashes to the end zone. Throws it back across his body, and what do you think happened? Intercepted. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
When you get in the red area, as a quarterback, you've got to be dialed in. You've got to be really sharp, really crisp. You have to play with great timing. The field is so shrunk. Everybody's got such a little area to cover. Fitting in it in tight windows is tough to do, and he failed on that play right there.
What a nice job by the defense to string it out, not give him any kind of alley, and knock him down for a loss.
Really good job by the defense, seeing it and going and getting it. Nice job understanding the touch pass. It could happen. Those guys go in motion, man. I got to understand, safety's got to see that, start flying down, getting ready to play that. Nice job by the defense being ready for that play.
Catch in the middle. It's Slater. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
And listen, I know that wasn't a huge gain. It was positive, but I like doing more of that in today's college football. I'm just going to try to give my playmakers a chance to do damage in space away from all the big boys inside.
Wide receiver now comes in motion. Fires to the middle. Another interception. That's his fourth of the day. Taking it the other way. And he's going to run it all the way back. Touchdown, Cyclones!
You've got to be so careful as a quarterback throwing over the middle of the field with this linebacker. He is so good in coverage, reading the quarterback's eyes. He'll make you pay, and he did right there with that pick six.
And they did tack on the extra point. They're lining up to kick it off after the pick six, and that defense will come out feeling it. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. And they'll get him on the ground as the offense comes out to start the next drive. UCF has it once again. What do you think about that? The big thing now, don't get rattled by that last pick six, David.
Nah, it was a big mistake. Obviously, the defense took advantage of it, but you got to put it behind you. Jesse, I'm sure you know a thing or two about throwing a pick six and how to rebound.
I believe I've only thrown one in my life, but yes, I do because of that singular instance. I'll say this. You can't let that play beat you twice. You got to go out and not try to get it all back here in one play. Just execute the offense.
Leaves it with the running back. Good blocking up front. Great job following it. He's got 6 to the 18.
Well, this offense came into the game knowing they wanted to be physical. They wanted to establish the line of scrimmage, and they're running downhill right at this defense, and they're churning out positive yardage early.
On third down, going up top. And it's incomplete despite some serious arm strength shown there.
Well, in the first half, this offense was up and down the field. It seemed like everything they were dialing up was working. And here we are in the third quarter, and there's a very rare incompletion on their own end of the field. Maybe that's the play the defense needs now to spark some momentum.
The Knights will punt it away on fourth down. He gets a block. Excellent coverage and tackle that time, and that's how the third quarter comes to a close.
The end of the third quarter of play. With the score, Iowa State 35, UCF 28.
They'll start the drive here with first down to open this period. They'll leave it with him. At the 40, there he goes. And he almost ran away from everybody on that one. A huge pickup on that play.
Well, that's called paying off good field position. You've got the lead here late in the game. You've got the ball back. You're on your opponent's side of the 50, and on your very first play, you break off a long run. This defense right now is playing on their heels late.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
after picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Wide out in motion. Headed for the corner on the jet sweep. Plows through the defense. Really nice, patient job to find some running room by this junior.
Mobile quarterbacks can affect defenses in different ways. This is a guy at quarterback that can hurt teams running the football, but even when he doesn't have the ball in his hands, everybody's so afraid of what he can do, and that allows other guys to go out and have success.
Here's the handoff. Pickup of 1. It's down at the 11.
Brought down on the play at the 11-yard line. Brings up 2nd down.
Going to work on 2nd down, and the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that 1st down. He'll ride his man on the option. He'll pitch it. Give him about a yard on the play. It's down at the 10.
Really nice awareness by that guy, too, because it looked as though his momentum might carry him out of bounds, might stop the clock, but he knew to get down. He was fighting to make sure he fell down in the field of play, and as a result, the clock keeps ticking.
3rd and long, and they can get the 1st down without scoring a touchdown. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Iowa State. They build this lead here in the 4th, and man, has this been a long time coming as this brutal losing streak is close to ending. And the extra point is true, and they have a 2-touchdown lead, up 14 in the 4th. Just about set to kick it away.
UCF 28.
He'll bring it out. It's Gibbs. Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one.
Take over 1st and 10.
Now the UCF offense ready to go back to work. The last time we saw this offense, we had to look quick. It was a 3-and-out, Jesse.
They just had no rhythm in that last drive. So someone's going to have to step up and make a play, David, and get this thing going.
Yeah, let's find some juice. Find your guy. Find those plays that you know you can run inside out, forward, backwards. Get some 1st downs. Get some positive momentum.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. The play-action fake. And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line.
Yard loss on the play. 3rd down coming up.
You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. Back to throw, it's Gray. Unloads to the wideout. That is just a sideline credit. Throw, catch, toe drag, everything you want.
I think if you're the head coach at this point, you're telling your offense, it doesn't matter what's happened up to this point of the game. Obviously, things haven't gone our way, but we have a chance to execute in a 2-minute situation and give ourselves a chance to win. Let's go do it one play at a time.
He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a 1st down for this offense.
Well, we see another catch by this guy, and this defense is going to need to do a better job of tackling the catch. In coverage, I know they want to slap the ball away, but if you can't do it and force the incompletion, you've got to at least make sure you're able to drag him down to the ground as soon as he catches the ball.
And he found all kinds of room and got it down to the 28. Love to see the fearlessness of a quarterback to work the middle of the field.
And he's got so much confidence in his own arm talent to be able to get that football there before the defense can break it up.
The Knights with the 1st and 10. Quick touch pass to the receiver. And he's ridden to the ground, but there's also a flag down. Let's check the call. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. A 1st down for the offense. He's looking to throw. Showing the arm strength to the left. And that one falls incomplete, trying to get a chunk play on that one.
You know, I feel for this offense, if they're going to get back in the game, I don't know if they're going to be able to do it with chunk plays. They're going to have to be methodical and generate some 1st downs and march down the field.
Offense gets set for second down. Back to the air one more time. He makes the catch.
Yeah, and he runs a quick out route. And this is a timing route. Quarterback has to trust him, throw him the football. You can tell they've thrown this a time or two. Nice job, nice success.
They've got a ways to go on third down from the 24 as this defense tries to force them into a field goal try. Looking to throw, it's Gray. Throws to the wideout. And that is his 5th interception, a nightmare he is not waking up from. He is finally out of... Smelling that end zone on that return.
This is a beautiful situation for the defense. When you're up by 2+ scores and you're in this situation, you know exactly what is coming. It's going to be a pass. They have to because the clock is their enemy. Great job playing pass, forcing the interception, almost putting the nail in the coffin.
Iowa State sending the offense back out. How about that blocking up front in that running game last time as they just walked it down for a touchdown, Dave?
And the big boys up front doing their job. Opening holes, the backs making plays, everything on the ground on that first drive worked.
And we know that this is the identity this coaching staff wants for this team, right? They want to be the most physical team on the field. Let's see if they can keep it up.
They'll try to keep this clock moving on the ground. Creating some space, getting just enough good blocking, and they've got it up to the 47-yard line. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. It's third down now, and they ought to be able to get off one more play before the 2-minute warning. He's looking to pass. And here's the pick, and oh, did they need that right now. Even with minimal gain on the return, they are working with a short field from the 36. The UCF offense back on the field, ready to go to work. Boy, they had that last drive moving a little bit, David, but then the mistake just crushed them. And that pass picked off. Going the other way, and he's got room. He's at the 40. He was thinking touchdown all the way, but he got it down to the 26-yard line.
That should be the nail in the coffin. What a great break on the football, getting the big turnover. You got the lead. Now just go out there, be smart on offense, and run that clock.
They'll start this drive with a pass. Quarterback doing what he does best. He can move. And here's a fumble way behind the line. Defense just cradling that fumble and securing it. And he's got it and headed the other way, and he goes into the end zone for the touchdown. Ready to try the point after. And with the extra point, every little bit counts as they get closer. They're sending out the regular kickoff unit. I know they've got a couple of timeouts, but I don't think there's enough time on the clock to pass on the onside kick. Bounces through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. Iowa State has the ball back. The Cyclones ready to go on offense. So that defense keeps the lead right where it is and a chance to build on it, David.
Yeah, the defense did a great job. Now, the offense, you know what you're going to get from this defense. They have to be aggressive. They're trying to get the football back later in the game, Jesse.
Because they're going to be so aggressive too, David. You know, on offense now, you have a chance to break one maybe. In the run game, we're finding a one-on-one matchup in the passing game to really pad the lead.
Quickly out to the tight end. Quick timeout call by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense.
I think that time offensively, you're just trying to take what the defense is giving you, right? They're playing zone coverage. You got your big fella just working right over the ball. It's an easy pitch and catch. Just take the profit. Let's keep going.
On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Steps away to find some room. Got his man on the right. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down.
Well, he gets the first down on that one. I think if he could do it over, though, he would do his best to stay in bounds and try to bleed as much clock. With the lead right now, obviously the clock is their ally. That's something that they're going to work more on in practice as the season progresses.
Quarterback, quick pass to the receiver. Creating some space, getting just enough good blocking, and they've got it up to the 47-yard line.
Man, the defense, you hold your breath. When this receiver has the football out in space, you have got to make sure you're playing with outstanding pursuit. Nice job there, but as this game goes on, they've got to keep an eye on this guy and make sure they know where he is at all times.
Dances away from the heat. Trying to make magic with his feet. He's run out of bounds, but not before. Turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down.
You know, I think in this situation of the game, too, if I'm this guy, I'm thinking the same thing, right? I'm throwing and getting yards, and if it's not there, I'm going to take this game over myself with my legs. We're in the fourth quarter. We've got an opportunity, one possession down, to get back in this thing. I just got to do whatever I got to do to make that happen.
Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
Doesn't take this defense a lot of time to get to the quarterback, man. They've got speed all over the place. They hit him so quickly, and because of that, the ball falls incomplete.
The Cyclones enter the final minute of play trying to run out the clock. They'll go back to the air on second down. That pass is incomplete, and they're probably fortunate that it wasn't knocked free for a fumble.
This defense felt coming into the game that if he was going to try to throw from the pocket, they could get to him and affect his accuracy, and they did on that last play.
On third and long, he's going to have to throw for it. He's got it. And they'll finally bring him down after he rips off a huge play.
Yeah, and this is great offense. You want to finish it. You want to finish the drill with your offense on the field and that clock ticking. Nice job converting on third down and basically salting this game away.
And the Cyclones have it with a 1st and 10. From the red zone, looking for a man. Trying to get to him. Buys a little extra time. And he'll just get rid of that one.
Like the job by the defense there in coverage. They took every option away from the quarterback. He was outside of the pocket, nowhere to go with it, so they forced the incompletion throwaway.
2nd and 10, he'll throw again. And it's picked off. That's the turnover they desperately needed. He'll try to take it back. He's at the 40. At the 20. And he has taken it all the way back. Touchdown, UCF!
Dude, you're just thinking, hold him to 3, make him kick a field goal, don't let him score points. Heck no, you turn it into offense. What a play. Catches the ball in the end zone. Take a knee. Take a knee. No, sir. I'm taking this thing all the way back 100 yards to the house. What a play.
Now this to tie it up, heading to the break. And no problem on that extra point, and we have a tie ball game here in the 4th. Here comes the kickoff as we are all tied up in the 4th quarter. It bounced through the back of the end zone. It'll be a touchback. First down here for the offense. He wants to throw. Looking to buy time. And he will wisely throw it to the kid playing the tuba.
Well, you look at the clock. They've got time for one more play, but they're out of Hail Mary range here, needing a touchdown to win this game. This is going to be a last-second, last-chance play that they practice, by the way, throughout the week. It's going to involve probably a lot of laterals. We've seen crazier stuff happen in college football.
At the 35, he's loose. Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a first down at the 38. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Run it with the fullback. And that's a very productive first down play and bringing up 2nd and 3.
Well, the fullback helping out his offense here, running the football. Nice job finding the hole and getting upfield. Takes a lot to bring this guy down.
The Cyclones have pushed it inside the 20. Here comes the option. And the fresh...
Not as big and not as physical runners as running backs, so it is going to be trickier for them to break tackles. I like the idea of getting the design quarterback run game going. But moving forward, let's see if we can get him out to the break.
Will they keep it on the ground again here on 3rd down? They'll try to pick up the first through the air. Buying some time. He's run out of bounds, but he's got enough to move the sticks. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. They're going to test the right side with this one. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. Can the defense stop them again on 2nd and goal? Running play to the left here, looking for the end zone. Touchdown, Cyclones! They jump on top here in OT. Now to push the lead to 7 in overtime.
And this running back is so dangerous down close to the end zone. He's got wiggle, he's got great vision and burst, and he showed all of those attributes right there.
49, UCF 42.
They know what's in front of them. They have to answer that score with a touchdown. They'll go to the ground. Bulls his way forward.
Small gain, I know, but again, the defense knows he's going to run the football. He's willing to run the football, not just drop back and pass, make him honor the run game. You got to do a lot of this.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Dropping back, it's Best. They're bringing heat. Hit as he throws. That pass is incomplete, and they might be fortunate it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. It'll be 3rd down.
Well, this quarterback started taking a couple shots from the pocket. There's another one right there that affected his accuracy on that throw.
3rd down in overtime. They have to keep the drive alive and try to get it in the house. 3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Pulls it in. It's Gibbs. Got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Knights! They got it in, and now an extra point away from the tie.
And how about that? His 2nd receiving touchdown of the ball game. Find ways to get your athletes the ball. They'll do the rest. That's number 2. They better start playing some better defense when the 3's coming soon.
Don't assume on this extra point. They needed to send it to a 2nd OT. And he made the extra point without problem. Now, 1st down here in the 2nd overtime. Defense going to use a timeout here to make sure everyone is crystal clear on their assignment here in overtime. The Knights will start this 2nd overtime with the ball. To the ground with the back. And the defense finally makes the stop after the sweet run and good gain.
You know, you start day 1 of training camp running your base runs. You need a few yards, you run these plays. You need a 1st down, you run these plays. You rep them over and over and over again. They're not sexy, they're not pretty, but in the end, they're effective, and they get you that new set of downs when you need them.
And that is a huge missed opportunity for the quarterback. You've got your guy wide open in the end zone. You're not under pressure. You just got to hit him. That ball got away, and that's one he'd like to have back.
Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. It's a reverse. He's knocked down in the backfield, a swarming defense, and he'll lose 7. I'm not positive, but that 1st down marker might be in the next county. On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. If he houses this, it's ball game. Trying to take it back. And the takeaway is the exclamation point, the game saver for the win.
And what a mistake by the offense. Here in overtime, throwing that interception, they're now going to give the ball to the opponent. All they need is a field goal now to win.
Defense has its back against the wall as they try to extend this game and force another overtime. They're going to open this drive with a pass. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
Well, he didn't have a whole lot of time to get rid of that one. The defense was all over him right after the snap. No wonder that thing fell incomplete.
They'll try again on 2nd down after the incompletion. He's looking to throw. Finds the tight end. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the 1st down.
It's so important that this offense is able to stay on schedule. What that means is keeping 3rd downs manageable. That last completion to the tight end accomplished just that. Really nice play.
Running back searching for a hole. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup.
And that is just an attitude run, running it right up the middle, right into the teeth of that defense.
They're already in position for a potential game-winning field goal here on 1st and goal in overtime. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. They'll run it up the middle here, looking for a path to the end zone. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
It's looking like they're going to have to try to throw this one into the end zone here on 3rd down, David. Quarterback's got to be careful. Can't get greedy because you know these windows, they close fast.
Extremely tight windows. Find your big body guys that you know can win in contested situations here on 3rd down.
And he's wrestled to the ground.
Defensively, man, I play so much more man coverage when it gets down near the red zone, down inside the 20-yard line, this area of the field. I got less space to cover. I don't have to worry about them running way down the field really deep, but I do have to worry about them finding ways to get wide receivers, tight ends, speed the ball on the perimeter. Defense was ready for it. Pretty good job by the defense.
What a thriller. What a confidence builder to be able to come up with a win like that in overtime.
This team has to love their ability to come up with big plays in big moments. How about in overtime, the individual efforts we saw, this team playing as a unit, doing enough and doing everything that was needed to get the W.
It's such an exciting game, up and down, back and forth. It's heartbreaking if you lose, but when you come through with these games late in the ball game, it gives you confidence throughout the season to continue to build on it. What a great win.
So that's going to do it for us. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, I'm Reese Davis saying so long. This has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.